Yo, 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 welcome to Crate 808 and our first YouTube live chat called the 808th Chamber. So this is our new Patreon in full effect. We went in, asked our patrons to jump on a live chat with us to discuss the mailbag and to get into completing our list for 100 songs you'd play to an alien to teach it hip-hop. We need to kind of make that title shorter, but at the moment it's not, so that's what it is. And yes, the patrons got involved. They voted for songs from 93 to 95 for us to come with two each, me, James, Ray, and to basically bring our argument for why these songs should be on our list. And our list can be found on crate808.com. And if you want to get involved in these live chats with us, it was so much fun. Go to patreon.com/crate808. You can sign up for the lowest tier and you can get involved once a month in the 808 Chamber, so go check that out. But without further ado, man, we had a few little hiccups, but we're going to go into it as Ray turns up late as usual and people are already chatting in the chat. Bang, we're going to get into it. This is the first 808 Chamber live. Let's go. I had a Kurt Cobain hairstyle, and yes, so I know that one thing I can tell is my awful quality video on this YouTube. I am sorry. Oh God, it's awful. But
let's have a look.
It does not look good.
It doesn't look too bad on mine. It looks all right.
Okay, might see me being harsh on myself because I'm used to HD.
Ray's connecting.
Hello everyone. I hope Toby and Osman are ready. Raymond Ridge is in the house. Oh, boom.
This meeting is being live streamed.
It is.
Got it.
And there are patrons watching us right now, Raymond. Any words for the patrons?
It's 3 a.m. Just get it done, shall we?
Oh, yeah, I forget that it's really late. Fair enough. 5 minutes, I'll allow 5 minutes.
I forget, and then I just think, fucking, just get on with it. Just crack on, mate. That's what I think. What do you reckon?
What do I reckon? Yeah,
Well,
it's a weird. It's a weird concept. Like getting your head around. Like, you know, there's other people. It's not just us three.
Yes.
Oh, did you have nerves? Is that what it was?
Well, Toby
you
Nicholson's...
worried?
No, it's 3 a.m. That's what it was.
Toby Nicholson's a big fan. He's like, here he is. If you look in the Zoom chat, Raymond, there is a YouTube link where you can spot what the commenters are saying. So the patrons, it's a very weird way around, but go in the Zoom chat, you'll find the link.
Sorry, I've done these before where you can have Zoom people in and just like they can't talk. You can just mute them.
Yeah,
all.
I thought that was too militant. I thought it was a bit like you sit there and listen.
Yeah, but that's what they're essentially doing, just in a worse laggy format. I think I say let them in. I'm a man of the people.
I know.
Let them in.
Let's maybe do that. We're up and running now. We're up and running. So let's do that for maybe next time we have them on the Zoom.
Wait.
But right now, I'm just thankful there's two people here talking to us. This is great. It means that Patreon's slightly working, so that's all good.
Yeah, that's good.
Raymond, my first question to you before we start is from Dad Villain. I want to know if Ray stayed up or woke up for this. Did you stay up?
Woke up. I went to bed. But it's not the most interesting chat I can think of, but I went to bed for an hour.
Right.
And then I woke up, went to bed excited to be here.
Some would say, what's the point of the hour? What's the point of the hour? Why would you do it? Others would say...
What you want to do is an hour and a half, because that's a sleep cycle.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. You either do, if you're gonna nap, you do under 20 minutes. And then if you're going to sleep, you do in blocks of an hour and a half.
Right. At what point does sleep become the cousin of death? Is it 1 minute? Is it 10 seconds? At what point are we talking? Oh, God, because I think just by the idea of sleep is probably the cousin of death. Yo, quick reminder, if you're enjoying the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you'll be kept up to date with all that we're doing. And also, man, get involved in the YouTube comments. Man, we love hearing from you fellow hip-hop heads. We love nerding out, so bring those takes and just bring that flavour, man, and we might even shout you out on the show. So yes, appreciate all the support. Now, back to the episode. Either way, I need to go in first, lads. I'm going to ask you about the least hip-hop things. But first of all, wow, we set the Patreon up.
Can we ask the people in the chat for their least hip hop things?
Absolutely. people, whoever's in the chat, what are the least hip hop things you've done in the last 24 hours? I like this. James is already thinking interaction, all that.
Yeah.
Before I get into all those nitty gritties, though, I need to just thank all the patrons. We hit 20 patrons. No, we actually just got another one today. So it's 21 patrons. Woo! Whoa. The next goal is 25. So and I think 2 signed up just for this live chat, which is odd. But they're not on the chat. So they'll listen to this on the pod and they'll be like, oh, right, I could have been there. We'll make this a lot smoother going down the line. But there'll be newsletters, there'll be everything. But I just want to reel off the names and thank each and every one of you. Adem Juma.
Just imagine people in their normal lives watching this like next week and being like, "Oh, for fuck's sake, I could have been there." Oh God, if only I realised I could have.
It feels odd to me.
It
already feels odd to me that.
Don't read their names up until the end of this, because otherwise, this is all they've turned up for in the chat. They're going to hit. Osman's going to hear his name and just log off. That's it. Done.
Well,
we need to keep them in there, interested.
True. There's only 2 people at the moment, so I'm okay with just doing the rest of them for now. I just think I'm pretty amazed at these people from all over the world as well. It's like, wow, this is crazy. So quick reeling off, you will all be in the credits. Ray's done a nice credit sequence for you all. It's kind of like a Hall of Fame. We'll think of some other way of incorporating you all as well. But Adem Juma, Hugo, Kirk Simons, Ryan Uprichard, Ethan Wise, Osman Iqbal,
Evening,
Eric.
Nick.
Evening.
Pay attention.
David Gilmour. So Pink Floyd's Dave Gilmour is in here, which I can't believe. One of my favourite guitarists. I'm up for that. Jonas Nielsen, Paul Dudgeon, part of the Dungeon family.
That's his new name. That's his new name.
Paul P. Dungeon.
Everyone Nicholson. Should get their own name. Every patron should get their own special name.
They should.
And that's his.
Oh, we should do a name generator like the Woo, but for Toby Nicholson. So it's Toby Nicholson.
A Crate 808 name generator. We all give them names.
We.
I think that's thinking a bit much of ourselves. Well, I'm up for it.
I'd like to know.
It's our thing.
If they want it, I'm up for it. If they want it, I'm up for it. And we won't take the piss. Tom Comey, big up Shotgun the Orcs. Sankofa, big up Jack. This is Jake. Yep, Jake got bored. So that's his name. Got bored. So love that name. Aaron, Maz, Nick Sheffield, Nori Tosson, and Martin. I haven't got a second name for you, but Martin. I'm enjoying all of this, and wow, we've got more people in the chat, guys. Toby Nicholson, Nick Sheffield, evening, my man. Paul, being called Dungeon my whole life, so it works for me. Oh, mate, I'm so sorry. I'm one of them commoners that calls you what everyone else calls you. Sorry. But there we go. We've got a few more people here talking. Lisa
Toby Nicholson's a policeman, Ray, so...
Oh, there we go.
Slowly getting outnumbered. So you're slowly getting outnumbered.
You've got all the power, man. You've got all the power, so don't worry about it. Even this lesson. Yo. Us here at the Crate 808 podcast have finally kicked off our Patreon. So if you don't know what Patreon is, it's a platform where you can go and for a small donation, you can help support us make more hip-hop content for you. Go on to patreon.com/Crate808 and you can check out all the little payment options you've got there. You can check out the 2 new episodes you'll be getting every month, live chats with us guys, just to rap nerd out with you guys. We're going to go into some wide-ranging episodes, delving into the work of the Wu-Tang Clan, MF Doom, and Jay Dilla. So get it locked if you want that new granular look at hip-hop. So go to our payment tiers on Patreon, big up yourselves. If you choose to support us, thank you so much. I will give you a personalised shout out on the show, and we shall catch you in one of these live rooms and let's get this community going. So spread the word. Much love for your time and peace out. Boom.
I was going to bring Sound of the Police as but I realised it was on the list already. It's already on there.
You got to watch out.
We won't have to have that uncomfortable talk tonight.
Do you know what?
I'm comfortable for who?
For the community people in the chat right now, I'm going to lob the Alien playlist link. It's in there, so you can go in there and have a look. It's really it needs a lot of work. It needs some cultivating. But let me just go through the comments. We said least hip hop.
Yeah, because it was fine But then Jambo and Cam end up adding a lot of fucking dog shit.
It was
on
fine.
there, so
Everybody needs 7 exhibit tracks on a 100-track playlist. It was
There's
fine.
4, okay?
4 percentage-wise, that's still too high for that album. But Toby, the least hip-hop thing was probably just going to work as I'm a police officer, but he was bumping the radio edit of Biggie, which is the most hip-hop you can get as being a policeman, right, I think? So, unless you're the guy from Superbad and you're bumping to the Coup in the house party, fuck the police. But here we go. Shout out to you guys for all the great work. Thank you. Ray, you have been putting on in the night shifts. Jack Patulo's here. Big up, bang. They're all having a chat. I'm going to refer back to that in a minute. But right now, James, Ray, least hip-hop things in the last 24 hours. What have you got? I'm going to go to James first, because they're always quite interesting, these ones.
Well, I have been watching a series that is extremely un-hip-hop.
Okay.
I don't know, you might have been watching it, Cam, because you are a fan of highbrow television.
Mm-hmm.
Scenes from a Marriage.
Oh,
you've been watching that at all?
Love it. Love it.
Wow,
Love it.
Got a little bit emotion. Yeah, loves it. It's a hard watch, definitely.
It is.
But,
it is.
Yeah, that's not hip hop at all, though, is it?
No, I like that because it has been on the very much the agenda of my home, mate. Because in the first 3 episodes, every week, me and my wife ended up having a massive argument after each episode. So
Do you know what? Me and Mimi had an argument on holiday after watching one of them, and I said I think that might have been because we were watching that series. So yeah.
I think there's some kind of weird special crack in that TV show that breaks up marriages. So there we go. I don't know if anybody wants that in their life, but I really enjoyed it. And Oscar Isaac's hair is...
and I said exactly the same thing. I want his hair.
Yeah, Dune. Yeah. There's no... Even with the sand and the spice in it, it's great.
I had a dream about him in June, by the way. Do you want to hear it? Dreams are usually rubbish, but I will be really quick. He was wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And I was like, in June, why are you wearing that? And then he put on a robe that had just this color that was just went really well. It was like another pattern that went with the pattern of the Hawaiian shirt. And I was like, that's amazing. And I was like, I'm going to dress like that when I wake up. And then I woke up and I realized that's stupid. What a stupid dream.
I bet Ray wore one of them shirts back at uni. I know Ray did. He was loving a Hawaiian shirt.
I've never been a Hawaiian shirt, man. Have you been a Hawaiian shirt, man?
Only wear these now.
Oh, he's dropping the merch early. Everyone in the chat, there you go. Some merch.
I should have worn my merch. Fuck, shit, I forgot.
It's all right. Don't worry. It's okay. Ray, least hip-hop thing, my man. What have you got?
Least hip-hop thing. Today I went to a float tank.
Okay. I think you've used this one before, but let's go. Okay,
that's right. Least hip hop thing was to do the same least hip hop thing as I did once before.
Okay, we need a caveat where
but
you can't.
What I was thinking was, if so, you know what a float tank is, right?
Yeah.
Don't have to explain it to you. Mm-hmm. You don't. Do you have this luxury?
We've all listened to the Joe Rogan show.
Yeah.
Well done. Yeah. Well, if you were in a float tank and you had to listen to one hip hop beat on repeat for the entire hour.
Oof.
New list, everyone. New list.
We needed more.
Yeah,
we did need more.
It's the home of list.
We've not even finished the last ones.
Off the top of your head, what is that? And there's one really obvious kind of self-named one, which would probably actually be pretty good.
I mean, you're thinking PM Dawn or something, aren't you? You're going with Float on a Memory Bliss or something, aren't you? You're thinking that.
Electric Relaxation.
There you got it. Good.
But if you think about it, it would
Electric Relaxation. I like it. I think the one I'm going to bring for the 100 Aliens playlist is the one I would listen to.
The one I'm bringing is.
I think we're all bringing one that we would listen to a lot.
No, but the one I'm bringing is I'm bringing that one. You're not bringing that one.
Ray, it is your list and you can only fail now. So it is something you've wanted to compile. This is fully Ray's baby. There you go. If it goes wrong, we can all put it on him. Let's just go through some of these comments before we jump into the mailbag.
I've just read the latest one. It made me chuckle.
Go on. Which one was that?
Osmond's one about sitting in his daughter. Where he's listening to the podcast.
He was sitting in my daughter's room surrounded by a doll's house, Harry Potter memorabilia, and David Williams books.
David? What are you pronouncing it, David?
He's Welsh.
David.
Yeah, but you say David Williams, don't you?
David Williams, there you go. I said David because I like David Silver. I just had it in my head. But that's a good one. I'm enjoying that one.
Speaking of names, well, we're just back on that because you've just been referring to Osman. You've been referring to Osman as Osman, and fair play and big up Osman for being on, and everyone else. Because I just done that. We're adding people's names on the end of the titles that on the end of the, and it occurred to me that like some people might not want to, the actual name on there, and I've referred to Osman as his dad villain.
Dad villain MF Gloom is one of the best. I love that.
Like, are we using people where they're? Are we using people? We're using.
I think we already found. I think we already found the solution. We're going to give them a name. Right? James is going to. We're all going to give them a name, and we'll just use them. We'll just use them, mate. Don't worry about it.
But people should be able to.
We've already had a name, which is someone's already got Dungeon Family. Someone that's their one.
P Dungeon. There we go. I think it's P Dungeon. Yeah. Okay. Well, what else we got? Nick Sheffield, Lisa Pop Thing, spreadsheets. Oh, nobody needs spreadsheets, my man. I'm absolutely there with you. Jack, you've got buying new shin pads for my football classes. That's a good one. Now, this is very relevant to what I've just done today. I don't know if anybody knows who Naby Keita is, but please Google Naby Keita shin pads because they're incredible. They're like little matchboxes, and he puts them just at the top of his shin. And I have no idea why. That's his shin pads. See this. So, Jack. Big up for inspiring me another football reference, which are coming up in the mailbag. They're
silly.
Oh
yeah,
they're very silly. Yes, they are.
They're like when girls like have the little nipple things on instead of a bra, that kind of thing.
Yeah, what a weird way to go with it. Weird way to go with it, James.
But it's it's not covering the area completely.
Yes, yeah. It's pretty useless, really, isn't it?
But they're both really sexy. So.
Naby Keita's shin pads are sexy. Here's one. Aaron, Methods, Charisma. I don't even think I've heard that for the flotation tank, but I'm going to put it on there. Jack's put Shimmy Shimmy Ya over and over again. In the
fucking hell, Jesus Christ.
Do you know what? I'd love to know what kind of state you're in after, the mental state you're in. Are you talking like ODB? Are you, I'm here for it. So, mailbag time, guys. Let's go into the mailbag. A few quick ones. So this is from Jeff in Canada, and he had a few good shouts for best guest openers of rap albums. Thank you for putting in Conway on The Cow for Hitler Wears Hermes 4. Very good. He's also got Redman on Blood Everywhere for Leatherface 3, RJ Payne, which I know Ray is a fan of. And
fucking hell, that album, Jesus.
But I liked it.
It's a very serious album.
Inspector Deck on True Master on Soul Survivor.
Yeah, that's a fucking great shout.
Yeah, that is a great shout. But the one that really intrigued me was this. What is the worst beat of 1995? Obviously stemming from Ray's ridiculous thing that QU Hectic is the worst beat of 1995.
Yeah, we've already established that.
It's established that you made a wild claim and have not backed it up for months, probably a year now. But
I don't need to back it up. It just simply is. It's self-explanatory. You listen to.
Well, how about this one? Ain't Nobody by LL Cool J. Ain't Nobody by LL Cool J, right? So immediately, I'm thinking Mr. Smith album, right? I'm thinking Shaka Khan. It can't be that bad a beat. And I just went and watched it again. And I do agree with him in a way that it's just quite a poor song, but I'm so amazed I liked it so much. No. It is a poor song. It is.
No, it ain't Nobody. It's basically they've just completely ripped off the original.
Yeah, but you'd prefer to hear the original. That's what makes it upsetting.
That doesn't make it a bad beat, though, does it?
No, that's the thing. But does it?
Right, he's banned. Whoever sent that in is banned. Like we said before, he's banned. He doesn't thought this through.
No, Jeff, never writing again.
Yeah, never ever. That's it.
Another thing, though,
Chaka Khan is basically one of the most famous Sikhs ever. I thought you'd be in support.
Oh, there it is. Good. I like it. I also like the fact that we can now talk about one of my favourite Eminem lines ever, which is Chaka Khan. I bet you suck on a Chaka Khan. Brilliant. Love that. It's on the Relapse album, and he's doing some Malachi bullshit. I loved it. Cut, mate. When I heard that, all over. But here's one. You know, there ain't nobody LL Cool J. You've got it fresh in your minds, right? He's in the bathtub with loads of bubbles, and like the weigh-ins are there, and everyone's there. Why is it on the Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack? Why is that song on that? It's so odd how that's been, and I did not even remember it. And
it's not on Mr. Smith. What album's it on?
I'm sure it's on Mr. Smith, is it not? Or maybe it's just on the soundtrack. Maybe it's
it's on Mr. Smith. There are other tunes on that album that made the shortlist today.
Right.
To be honest.
Oh. I'd like to see a shortlist in the chat room. If anyone has Worst Beat in 1995, I'm here for it. So if any of you guys want to put that in the comments, let's go.
Everyone in the comments, they already know. There's QU Hectic, and then it's done. It's finished. There's no need.
Can we have the vote on the chat? Who likes QU Hectic?
Yeah. Or what you saying?
Everyone in the chat right now, if you like QU Hectic, say yes. And if you don't like it, say no.
And this is not going to be a Timberland wearing Averett jacket beatdown. I'm just saying I would like to know if anyone does dislike it, and then we can maybe give a bit of room for Ray to talk about it.
Does dislike it?
Anyone dislikes it? Come on, Ray. It's 3 a.m. So another one. Thank you, everyone, for the chipping in on the best albums of the year so far. I know we were a bit late. Nick Sheffield likes QU Hectic. Fuck you, Ray. So best albums of 2021. I was going to say, this is an interesting one because I had loads of people throw in their own recommendations and my list just got bigger and bigger. So thank you, Aaron Osgrove. Thank you, Bronze Nazareth, and Recognise Ali, Season of the Seven. I actually sent that to you, Ray, as a DM ages ago. I was like, Ray, this is exactly what you'd like. And I don't think you replied to it, but now Aaron Cosgrove has said it. Maybe you will get into it. I don't know. But I'm enjoying that shout. Little Sims is getting a lot of shouts. Little Sims is getting a lot of shouts. Here's one for you, James. Rat Ferreira's getting a lot of shouts, mate. Bob's son, which I know you're a fan of.
He's going to be, I'm pretty sure, in my top 5 of the... That was one I missed out. I think I said on the day, the day after, I was like, oh shit, I forgot to put that in my 5 album of the year. I listened to that a lot earlier this year. Good album.
It is a good album. It is. And that was, who said that? Music Trabally. That's a great name.
But it's an awful, it's got one of the worst opening tracks of an album because it's just unlistenable, the first track. It's just repeating Bob's son over and over again.
There we go. Some of the worst opening tracks to an album. Commenters, let us know.
Another list.
Patrons, let's go.
Another list, guys.
That's what we need, is more and more of these lists. By the way, Music Trabally, who messaged that about Rat Ferreira as well, it's from Kenya, my man. And I was like, wow, thank you. Like, loving Kenya. This is crazy. People are listening to us in Kenya. Motherboard Surfer, big up, man. Haram as his number 1. But another one that was absolutely wicked. Bruiser Wolf, Dope Game Stupid. Dope Game Stupid is one of the ones that I have to say I listened to the first few times and didn't really get into. And I went back in, give it a lot more time, and that album is absolutely banging. So, yeah, big up. Thank you for making me go back. Dad Villain, I'm a QU skeptic. So, I'm here. I'm ready to give these guys time just for gold like that. Like, if there's, I'll let you, do your thing, and I'll make T-shirts with "I'm a QU skeptic" on the back, just so.
I like that. I'd wear "I'm a Q." I want "I like QU hectic." That's going to be my T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely. That I'm QU septic. Good, James. Very good. So. What have we got next? Your favourite, guys, in the mailbag. Quick roundup of football references in rap, which I know you two guys love.
Oh, no.
No, there's been some absolute gold here, right? There's been some absolute gold. Ed Pentlow, I love you, mate. He won my heart when he said about the tea towels, and I think it was... who's it again? Jizza and RZA or someone were doing Wu-Tang tea towels at Butlins or something. He's always got good stories. He said, listen to Richie's on West Side Gun's new album. He drops a line about Spain versus Liverpool, which is fascinating because what's he got mixed up there? Does he mean Atletico? Does he mean Barcelona? Doesn't matter. West Side Gun says shit. It does not matter. It does not matter. Liam K, big one here. I did not know about this one, but it's fantastic. He's a Middlesbrough fan. Sorry, mate. But my favourite has to be Riddler's opening line on Hold It Up by Roots Maneuver. To my boys who hassle banks like Jimmy Floyd, Nat West, TSB, Lloyds, make some noise, oi oi. Come on, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. I'm in. You've got me. So, Liam, thank you.
He was a good chunky boy, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank.
He was, wasn't he? He was slow.
Yeah.
He was low centre of gravity, but very powerful.
Yeah.
But another one here, DeLacy, big up, big nasty, simple but effective. I'll kick your head off the crossbar like Tony Yeboah. Which, when I think about it, doesn't really work, but kicking off anyone's head on the crossbar is kind of what mental. I kind of love it in a weird way. So there we go. What else have we got? We got a few others, but I might save them for the next mailbag.
Whoa.
Unless you guys had some more. Go on.
Did you check out Cousin Feo?
I was just about to go to Eddie Valiant. Eddie Valiant said, check out a guy called Cousin Feo. I think it's a guy. I'm sure it's a guy. For football references.
Yeah.
Mate, I know Ray's checked it out because I can tell by the tone of his voice. But wow. Yes.
Jesus.
That's sick.
Jesus. It's so good. It's
so good.
So because the beats are ridiculous. The concept is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
There's two. There's what is it? Simeone and Maradona. There's those two tunes.
Benzema. Benzema is a track.
What's the name of the album?
He's got a few. Just go check out Cousin Feo. Feo. Cousin Feo.
I haven't. Yeah, and you see his most played tracks, but there's loads of projects. Every single tune is named after a footballer. But like
and the
lyrically
artwork's
is actually, and the artwork's ridiculous.
I know. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So Cousin Feo, anyone who's a big fan and have got more things like that, absolutely throw them my way.
More things like that. We should do a whole episode on Cousin Feo.
Let's get Cousin Feo on. Let's get Cousin Feo on. Why not?
Yeah, but then it's just you asking the same.
No, you come on with me, mate. You come on with me with your Cambridge United shirt. Let's go. But hold on. There's a few more here. Jack, big yourself up, my man. Vegas Vic is my most played album so far this year. Straight bars from Zilla. Zilla Rocker is absolutely killed it on that album. I love that album. I've not said Vamoose a lot in my vocabulary generally, but the track Vamoose is one of my bangers of the year. So yes, Jack, big up. And also, just a little pimp to our next Patreon episode coming this week. Iron Man with Vegas Vic himself. Zilla Rocker will be talking about Iron Man, and it's fucking brilliant chat. So yes, go check that out. It's coming out on the weekend at the same anniversary, 25 years since Iron Man, which is mad. Speaking of albums of 2021, Osman, Wiki's Half God. Ooh, I've not heard of Wiki's. I've not heard the new Wiki album, so I need to check that out. And Nick Sheffield says JFH once said hello to me in Nando's, which begs more. I want to know more about that. What? How? Why? Why did he say hello? Did you say hello to him first? There you go. So, lads, we got to do the Alien playlist. We're going to cut the mailbag short. We'll do the next time. But how do we even start this? They all voted. Thank you, patrons, for voting. Thank you and don't thank you, actually, because you gave us a right headache because you picked 93 and 95. And complete disclaimer, I just picked 2 from 93 because I looked at 1995 and I was like, I don't need this in my life right now. I do not need to sit here and be this upset about music. So,
I think something we should clarify first is that, like, I don't know what your selections are, do I? And you don't know mine. And so that's why I thought that when you asked on the WhatsApp before, like, oh, should we share blah blah blah? I think it's better just going in blind because, like, what are the chances? I think this is unlikely, but what are the chances that? So we got 2 each, and we just literally independently come up with the same 2. Well, we done in 10 minutes. I'll be able to go back to sleep.
Exactly. It'd be a great little live chat. We can just cut, dry, go to bed, dream about. Hawaiian shirts.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So we would go in there. I want to start with Ray. It's your list, my man. 1993 or 1995. You've got 2 to pick from. You know what? Drop your 2, my man. Drop your 2. Drop both. What you got?
Both.
Mm-hmm. Did you go 1 year or both years? What did you go for?
I think so. I think at this stage as well, it's important to specify that, like, these aren't tunes that they're not important to the world or got the most listens or went platinum at the time. Like, you can just Wikipedia for that. So this isn't a popularity contest. This ain't something that can be measured in numbers. It's tunes that that we think are important from our experience of hip hop, and that's why they're important. And that's why we think they should be important to the world or to aliens if they come to the world.
But also the aliens. Let's be honest. It's for the alien, isn't it? It's for the alien.
Yeah. For them to. They're not finding what humanity thinks are the 100 tunes you should play to me. And they're finding out, well, it was me, and now it's us, and now it's Great 808. But
it's all of us, yes.
That being said, my first selection is
Jump Around House of Pain. One of the biggest, most popular tracks ever. Sorry, go on.
Boom, shake, shake, shake the room.
Boom, shake.
I saw that. Yeah, I thought maybe you'd bring that.
Is that on Code Red?
Prince is who I am.
Is that on Code Red?
I told my mother that I never make a way, but then I'm nervous and understand. It's not Boom, shake the room. It's not Boom, shake the room.
But it's on Code Red because I love that Code Red album.
That can't. It's not an alien playlist, is it? What? What did you say?
I thought, is it on the album Code Red? I don't know if it's on the album.
Yes,
Code Red.
It is. It's on Code Red. Yeah.
Because I think there's only one track that should be brought of Will Smith, and it should be the track Code Red. That's my favourite Will Smith track. It's brilliant.
I've never even heard that song.
Mate, Summertime is Will Smith. Summertime's the only Will Smith tunes.
That's more Jazzy Jeff as well, isn't it? But yeah. Okay. All right then. Okay. Go on then. So what is it? What is the one? It's not Boom Shake the Room. Gutted. I actually thought there was an argument for it.
I thought that was going to be, I was like, God, he's lightened up at last.
I know, Smash It's Pole. All I was thinking was Smash It's Pole Winners Party. It was so good on the Smash It. Go on.
No lighting up, okay?
Okay, go on. No lighting up, yeah.
Are we going with Runners Up as well?
I've got about 6 or 7 tracks, I've got 6, 7, 8 tracks. I need no excuse to go into Runners Up, so yes, let's do it. Go.
Yeah, look, while I've got my chance to speak, because Cam will just fucking go on for 25 minutes with this. And this is a runner up, and that's a runners up, and this is a runner up.
That's what I do, son.
Diggable Planets, Rebirth of Slick, that's a close runner up. It's close runner up. Because they never really did anything else. I was
thinking of that.
They never really did. They did they?
I wasn't really into anything else there. It was just that.
But that is great. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that kind of like the bass line works to them.
Yeah, go on. But I don't want to keep interrupting with the chat, Ray. I don't want to interrupt you, especially just as you're on the brink of telling us your first song. But Osman just said I once said hello to Ed DeGoey at Thorpe Park, which is absolutely ridiculous. Ed DeGoey, I have not even thought of that man for years. So sorry, Ray. Go on. Sorry, I now have that image in my head. Go on, Ray. Bring it.
93 Till Infinity.
No, I mean it's
a good choice.
Yeah,
good choice.
I mean you don't even have to explain that one, do you? Do you?
Yeah, yes. It's like 90. It's not. That was 93, and the song's 93 Till Infinity, and we're in infinity now.
I think we're always in infinity, aren't we? I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Feels a bit like a Villeneuve film. Yes, absolutely. It's an easy grab. I knew someone was going to grab it, so I'm glad you did. As an alien, why would you, if it's an alien sitting there or standing there or floating there, whatever it is, it's an entity, isn't it? The alien is present. You're playing in 93 Till Infinity. What's the online commentary to the alien before you play it to say this is why this should be on the list? Like, what are you giving it? A line, 2 lines? Pretend you're an arrival with the boards.
Well, firstly, it's the tune that I listened to on repeat for an hour in the float tank. That's for the other list. That's for the other list, though. That's for there's a podcast about that list coming up. We're not doing that list now. Yeah. We're doing this list.
Yes,
and just even just the opening lyrics. Dial the 7 digits. Call up Bridget. Her man's a midget. Plus, she got Fred's. I could dig it. It's just like this. It's ridiculous.
To be fair, that someone did post. Who was that? It's in the mailbag.
They were incorrect.
You read the mailbag, didn't you? Wow. It was, who was it? Cos.Abum. He said that some of the worst lyrics he's ever heard is on that 93. The exact lyrics you just said. So there you go. I'm just saying, intriguing that you would pick it and someone does not like the lyrics. So there you go. But I think the tune carries. I'm with you, Ray. Okay. What's your second one, Ray, then?
Oh, we're not just going to jump around.
I thought we dropped 2. We dropped 2 at a time. Why not?
It's like that.
It is like that.
No. We'll do it one at a time because you might come up with my second. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Or did I already drop one that you had as yours?
No. I knew 93 Till Infinity wasn't on the list, and it should be. And I'm glad one of you brought it. So I'm happy with that. I can go. Well, James, do you want to go? What would you like?
Oh, sorry.
Do you want to go with your next one, my man?
Yeah, I'll hit you with mine. Sorry, I've just been in the chat.
I know. I'm enjoying the fact there's three of us because one can be there chatting away, which is great. Now, Ray,
I've got something to do while you two are talking. It's brilliant.
Ray, you go in the chat now and do your thing. I can never chat because I'm in the middle. James, what have you got, my man?
I wanted to bring, like you say, you want to bring something that's a good tune, but also bring something to sort of show the aliens something different. And I was looking through the list, and like I was originally thinking of going with Hits from the Bong, but that was already on there.
Already on there.
Weed culture, things like that, putting in there.
Yes.
And then I was looking through and I was like, there's not much Tupac in this list. And I was like, what there is like late stage Tupac.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to put something in where it was Tupac when he was more fun, like an actual, like seemed like a nice bloke.
Yeah, nice person.
And was having a good time. So I went with I Get Around by with him with Digital Underground. So,
I Get Around is your number. Okay.
It's a classic, fun, happy summertime song, good lyrics, great beats.
That sex.
Yeah. It's got him sort of doing a dad run around a tennis court because his trousers are around his bum.
It's this Benny Hill thing, isn't it? You're like, what? Just well, that's not Benny Hill, but you know what I mean.
That was a circus.
That was a circus, it was, which Pac ended up being in at the end, which is sad. A very tragic circus. But I was going to say, that's interesting that you picked that one. And I suppose that's the good one to teach an alien about male-dominated sexual advances and being like, this is actually what hip-hop grew up in. This is what hip-hop...
A little bit. It's not too bad. I was checking the lyrics. They weren't too bad.
Yeah, they may not know
but
much
like,
about
as it is, it's like... Tupac's like one of those sort of figures who changed a lot, and I think he's got different versions of black masculinity, and I quite like this version more than I like the later version. So,
exactly. And then you can mention the rape case, and then you can mention there's so much the alien will learn off of this one song. It's so true. No, but it's true. The alien, this is what I'm looking at it from the alien's perspective. I'm here. Why do I need this in my life? Oh, he was a bit of a myth.
It's a really early 90s beat as well. I think, you know, that those kind of beats, that those early Tupac beats, it's I don't know, it's got a bounce to it. It's got a funk.
R.I.P. Shock G, man. But yes, absolutely. Like that. Okay. My next one.
Yeah, it's a good way of like getting Shock G into the list because you're not really going to put many Digital Underground
Humpty
songs
Dance. Humpty Dance has got a shot. Actually, what you hear is Humpty Dance. I don't know if that's even 90s. It might be 90. I can't remember. But I would say that's got a shout. Absolutely. It's got the whole masks. That's a different argument. I'm not making an argument for Humpty Dance. But I went in then. As I said, both are from 1993 for me. 95 was just way too stacked, and I'm sure we'll get to 95 at some point. We've got 21 empty slots here, so we'll get there. I went a bit more left field because I looked at the list, and it's all very obvious, but rightly so in a lot of the... 90% of it is, of course, that's on there because it's an absolute classic and it's groundbreaking, whatever. But I thought there's other classics that signify what hip-hop is for an alien that need to be shown on here. So, first one, De La Soul. De La Soul need to be on this list a bit more, absolutely. Balloon Mind State is my favourite De La Soul album, so I was really looking forward to going in on that anyway. And then I looked at the Balloon Mind State and thought Prince Paul, absolutely changing the way of sampling, transforming jazz. And I thought, what do I want to go with? Shout out to On Focus, Area, Break of Dawn, all them tracks have a case for being on this list. But I went with I Be Blowin. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have heard I Be Blowin, but Maceo Parker, trumpeter, horn master, whatever they call it, horn master general. I knew that Ray was going to be bringing a lot of lyrical, heavy stuff to this selection. So I thought, I'm going to go with a bit more abstract. No, but this is the interesting thing. An alien will need to know about hip-hop that isn't just got rhyming on the top, aka your Dillas, your Mad Libs, your Primo instrumentals, your Pete Rock instrumentals. So, I Be Blowin...
better with rhyming.
I don't think I Be Blowin is better with rhyming. I don't think it is. It's one of my favourite pieces of music anyway, but I think it's one of the first things for an alien to look at and to be saying, okay, so this is what jazz is, as it's an essential part of hip-hop schooling. This whole album is that. And so to have someone like Maceo Parker on this list with the flourishes of Prince Paul in there doing his thing shows how jazz and hip hop became so unified. And also it bridges that element of hip hop that was around in the 90s. Then it went into DJ Shadow, Madlib, MF Doom, Primo, all these people who would just make beat tapes, and these moments and flourishes in hip hop that are beautiful and give it a real human factor. I feel like that has got more heart and soul in it than a lot of the 1993 tracks. So I would say I Be Blowin has to be on this list. Boom. What do you think? I don't know what the commentators are saying, but there you go. I Be Blowin.
I'm not familiar with it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm listening to it right now.
Okay. Raymond Rich.
Never really listened to this album that much.
It's absolutely classic. Ray, what's your second one, mate? Jack says, I Be Blowin is an incredible piece of music. Thank you, Jack. I knew I loved you, and now I love you even more. So, Ray, what have you got?
Look, it can be an incredible piece of music and, not belong on this list, but it's fine. It's fine.
It's a weird choice. The fact that it's got no actual rapping on it, and how Ray feels about that.
But what I'm thinking is, you have 100 songs to play to an alien. Every single one of them, knowing Ray, is going to have lots of bars.
190s hip hop tune.
Yes, it's going to have a lot of bars. But I think hip hop is not just that. Hip hop is abstract. Hip hop can become art, and yes, rhyming is essential, but there are moments where in an album where you're like, wow, and on a playlist of 100 tracks, you need them moments. That's why Dylan needs to be on here as well at some point. But yeah,
I'm definitely down with De La Soul being on there. Have their albums been put on Spotify yet?
Hopefully soon. I keep hearing they're coming, which would be amazing.
I've heard they've been coming.
Yeah.
It's been too long.
So let's just jump in back on the patrons. Let's just see what they're saying here. I know James was in there having a bit of a laugh. Thank you, James. I'm enjoying that. Nick, Jimmy Floyd was a coach at Forest, so was eating in knots with some of the staff. I nodded at him and he nodded back. I was massively overpleased with myself. Big up. I'm enjoying that one. James brushed past Graham Lasso in Cafe Rouge. You've never told me that, James.
I made that up.
I wish I knew more.
It's like that Alan Partridge thing where they're trying to Sean Connery at Butlins with a Sunday roast.
And Graham Lasso Cafe Rouge works so well. Yeah. It works so well. Aaron, my name be Maceo and I be blowing the soul out of this horn. Yes, man, I'm there with you. Along the same lines as I be blowing What's Up the Love by Digital Underground off Body Hat Syndrome. Yeah, there's a lot of shouts here. So, Ray, your next one, my man. What you got?
Just to read out Dad Villain's last comment. Or maybe you should.
No, go for it. If it's not on Spotify, it doesn't count. I think we've established that already.
We can't let Spotify be the arbiter of what is hip-hop.
Ray, I'm really upset that Ray's got one. I thought if we have just 9, but he's got one person who's backing him, and that's all Ray needs. That's all he needs. So
I appreciate it, but I don't even need that. I'm still saying. I still say it.
Do you know what the nice thing? Do you know the nice thing about when we get emails usually, and I'm calling for people to be banned? I can't do anything. But now on the YouTube chat, I've just reported that comment. There you go, mate.
There you go.
Enjoy your YouTube ban.
I know. And you've broken Nick's heart, mate. Nick Sheffield says he was very upset he's heartbroken about the line.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lie all the time on this podcast. Whenever we're doing the quizzes, I make shit up all the time.
Yeah,
constantly.
Loves it. So, Ray, your second one, mate. What you got?
No, yeah, I'm going to stick with it. I've got some other shortlisted ones as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
We'll do them as well. I've got 5 or 6.
Well, after Cam's last one, I did have a dangerous choice.
My second one.
I can't bring that. But then I'm going to bring my dangerous choice.
Yeah, bring your dangerous choice. Because remember, after we've got all the 100, we then get to the fun part where we have to vote them off and replace them with other tracks. So, yes.
Well, so I'll just go with my shortlisted one, so it has a little bit of a countdown. Tupac Could Get Around is on my shortlist as well, so big up for that. And then Black Moon, who got the props?
Oh,
mainly because the beat is pretty sick.
I think that has to be on there.
Bucktown by Smif-N-Wessun was possible for me because I think that's on that is amazing.
I think Bucktown might have to be on there. It's an anthem. It's anthemic.
That's 95.
I know.
But we're on 93, aren't we?
No, we could do 95 as well, Ray. I just picked
93.
93. You could pick both. The patrons pick both. So you can do 95 if you want. I just went with 93.
I'm only doing 93 so far, and I'm only talking about 93 so far. We haven't reached that category yet. We haven't reached 95.
We've only got 2 songs.
Technically, we have reached 95. That's why I said...
You said 2 from each year.
I said to you, can we bring 2 from each year? And you went, no, just 2. No, you're only allowed to bring 2.
Since when do you do what I say?
Exactly. Exactly. Right.
You've done way too much work. Just bring another 95 one, because we're only doing 2. I've got to be gone in a minute. True.
No, Smif-N-Wessun Bucktown is my 95 tune. So
great tune.
Yeah. Again,
why? There's no reasoning. Like everything on this fucking podcast, you just go, no, I don't like it. Yes, I like it. Why are you bringing Bucktown for the aliens? Why do they need? What is this going to bring?
What's the alien?
I like this song.
I've got this argument down for each one. Why the alien needs this? So.
Thing is, I had more in the other 93 tunes, because like Onyx needs to get on this. It needs to be on this list, and it has to be tuned from Back the Fuck Up. Yeah,
Slam. You're gonna go Slam.
Oh. No, Slam's too obvious. It's got to be Throw Your Guns.
Yeah, okay. Why that?
Yeah,
no, but an alien doesn't know it's obvious, does it? And let's be honest, the 100 songs we've got on so far are pretty obvious. A lot of them are very...
This is how you get 7 exhibit tracks on the... No, the aliens are just going to be confused by this. There's no rhyme or reason.
Throw Your Guns is still like... Slam is like, yeah, we can play that to... Like, Mummy and Daddy can listen to that because it's got no swearing in it. But like... The album's called Back the Fuck Up. It's got like an intro track that's just them saying back the fuck up. You better.
It's not very welcoming, is it?
Back the fuck up. Back the fuck up.
Talk about vaginas and everything. It's mad. Yeah. Okay. So you have
this is my 13-year-old self that heard this was always this thing of like me and Jack, the black vagina finder. Like, so who's black? Are they me and Jack?
Oh,
are you and Jack are black?
Right.
And you're just a vagina finder?
Yes.
Or are you finding black vaginas? Like which way around is it? I mean, it's not important either way, but punctuation is important.
Yes, I think it is. It is in that.
That's what the
lesson is. Yeah,
the lesson that's learned from you and Jack.
Onyx. Yeah, Jack. Exactly. And that leans very nicely into my next few ones, actually, Jack. But James, have you got another one?
Yeah, I was going to go with just this. Well, I was thinking 8 Ball and MJG Space Age Pimpin' would have been quite good, because it's teaching, I mean, then I thought they probably know they're from space, so they know how to do pimp.
No, but do they know about pimping in space? It works. Oh, Space Age Pimpin' would have been a great
I'm not doing that. I know, but then I thought Bone Thugs and Harmony, Crossroads, it's a classic, but I don't know. I used to love it when I was younger, not so into it anymore. And then I came across a little tune and I thought, this is going to make Ray mad. And I thought, I can't really do this. So
it's Gangsta's Paradise, isn't it? It's fucking Gangsta's
Then
Paradise.
I thought MCs act like they don't know. He'll like that too much. I can't do that. So I'm going to do Montell Jordan. This is how we do it.
Oh my good Lord.
I do.
It's got rapping on it.
I was going to say, is it rapping? I think this is one of the ones I'm going to have to...
It's about hip-hop culture. It's literally showing the aliens how they do it. How do we do it? This is how we do it.
Oh, man.
Look, you just put on 5-minute fucking jazz horn solo.
Maceo Parker.
I can have fucking Montell. I can have Montell Jordan.
There is rapping on it. There is a little bit of rapping on it. Okay, it's just 90. Yeah. Okay. All right. So your argument.
Come on, you're not telling me that's a bop. That is a bop.
No, it is. It is absolutely. I love it. It came on. I think it was out a few weeks ago. And it came on. I was like, wow, I've not heard this track out for a while. But I'm just thinking the alien. Does he? This is how we do. Yeah, I think the alien. Yeah, it is a bop. Yeah, okay.
We're literally trying to show the aliens how to do it.
Yeah,
this is how we do it.
There's space for a list of like R&B-ish tracks, because there's
where's the line?
There's a lot on that Mr. Smith album that's like some pretty cool tracks that you wouldn't put on a hip hop. You wouldn't put on this list because that's not what you want. But I thought you were going to bring. I thought you were going to bring Salt and Pepper. I thought you were going to.
A little bit of female hip hop would be nice on this.
I knew you'd say that exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm with you. I am with you on that.
But what a man. With what's that? Is it within Vogue? Who was it with? I can't remember now. But
What Man with On Vogue? Yes. What a man!
Yeah,
what a man! What a man! What a man! A good man. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, it's a tune. That is actually a tune as well. But
my choice is going down really well. My choice is going down really well in the comments. People are.
I'm having a look at the comments now myself, my man. And it
Thank
goes,
you. It's getting voted off the press.
If it's not a Spotify, it doesn't count. Blah blah. So here's what was it? Oh, Osmond.
We're just confusing the aliens now.
I know. Superstar by Group Home for 1995. That is a great. I've not heard that recently. I'll need to go back and see if that is the worst track of 95. It can't be bad as Automobile by Eazy-E, which is a shout, and that is pretty bad. Toby, love this. Slam can get in the bin, hear it once, and never want to hear it again. Osmond, exactly. I agree. Can't stand Slam now. Good work. Aaron, Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Hooray. I mean, it's a classic anthem. Everyone knows it.
But OPP, and it's from an early album, isn't it? So,
okay.
Like if you're gonna bring a Naughty by Nature tune, it's got to be
OPP.
It's got to be.
Well, you'd have to just bring one.
Do you got to bring a Naughty by Nature song?
Yoke the Joker. Eminem would not be around if it were Yoke the Joker.
The problem with Onyx is for all of their best songs, you have to have a Shorty C's verse. And do we really want that? It's Sunny C's, isn't it? Just no, I don't want a verse from him. Sticky, yes. Fredro, yes. But you just don't want his verse.
Cam just brought a tune with of all the lyrics you had in both of those years, he's brought one without any fucking lyrics on it.
Well, the next few have got bars. That's the thing. See, I'm throwing it.
Cam's choice was such a fucking pitchfork. Like chin stroking.
Oh yeah, this is. I'm going full hipster, but the list needs hipster. But these aren't just hipster. These are genuinely. I've got arguments for these. You said Jack. I had one here. I'm not going to use this one now, but a runner-up was Jack Be Nimble by Master Ace from Slaughterhouse, one of my favourite 90s albums anyway. But Jack Be Nimble is peak storytelling and a fascinating era of Master Ace's career, like where he went after and where he was before, and you're like, what is I love Slaughterhouse. I think it's the best thing he's done, and I'm so glad I got to talk to him about it. And there's a reason Eminem popped that tape like 8 times, because it's just so fucking rewindable. But Jack B. Nimble was up there, but I might get that on there somehow. But this is another fedora wearing Dunlop shoes choice, right, for my next one, 93 again. But I've been listening to a lot of the Coup recently, and I think the Coup are a band, and again, you wanted some females, so you got DJ Pam in there. So it has this element, the Coup of this element, where I can't find much of their music in other stuff as much. Bootsy Collins is incredible, and I know there's a lot of... The reason I love this one, so it is Funk by the Coup from Kill My Landlord, right? 1993 album. I don't know if you guys have heard it, but what I love about this is, in 1993... Because there's other tracks, there's other albums here I could have done this with as well, the same argument. Mainly No Need for Alarm, and everyone knows my thoughts on No Need for Alarm, one of the best albums of all time. But what I love about it is us lot were thinking West Coast over here. We were thinking Dr. Dre, DJ Quick, Snoop Dogg, Suge Knight. No, these NWA. That was West Coast. When you listen to Funk by the Coup, you actually realise the West Coast was so dynamic with Far Side going on. Obviously, Inner City Griots was an album that came out where everyone was loving that as well. But the Coup, what I love about this one is, not only do they show that Bay Area sound of funk, the funk in it is amazing, but the lyrics, right? Boots is gone off on funk. If you listen to that track, it's one of the rare ones that you can't get it all. You get different things every time you go back, just because of the lyrics. The sonics are amazing anyway. The way Pam is cutting up the hook, the fucking production generally, but the lyrics about self-hatred, how self-hatred leads to a whole community imprisoning itself because of this self-hatred, and the complexity of it. Boots really just goes for it's such a complex subject about, that guy does this and he does this and he does this. Now I'm having to own a gun just so I can get by and do this. An alien needs to know the complexity. It's called Funk.
What track?
Funk.
It's called what?
Funk by the Coup. Absolutely amazing production. Again,
I only know the Coup because they predicted 9/11. That's the only way.
Of course. What I love about that, for an alien, if an alien's sitting down, you do get the complexities of the inner cities of where this kind of machoism, this anger, vitriol, violence, this self-perpetuating cycle kind of comes from. And I think this track does it better than most. And also it self-references hip-hop, which hip-hop does brilliantly. It keeps it basically has a I'm trying not to lose my head as the sample in the middle. I was like, not only in the track is he self-referencing George Clinton, on the samples he's so intelligent of doing that. I just thought that's fucking gold. That track is gold. So I need the Coup funk on this list. So I don't know what people are thinking about that, but I need it.
Why is it that every time I come on here, I end up making cretinous choices that make me look like an
another
idiot.
Screen,
and you make yourself look like
this screen.
Dr. Hip Hop with your choices.
I'm not trying to be Dr. Hip Hop. I'm just saying, because I could have gone thank yous on No Need for Alarm, but I was listening to that. I thought the depth for an alien, you can get some of that stuff. Like what I love about Hyro.
I enjoyed your TED talk on it.
Thank you.
It was good. I learned something.
I think
I'm going to go and listen to that album. I'm being serious. I'm looking.
No,
forward
you should.
To
It's a wicked album. Dig It is a great track. Just want to give you a shout out.
I feel like after the. Go on. Yeah, go on.
Osman just said Superstar isn't the worst beat of 95. He wanted it to be on this playlist. Sorry, I am sorry. I didn't get that. Yes, there you go.
Yeah, and so confirm Superstar's a ridiculous tune as well.
Yeah. Aaron, also to the 1993 theme. Love it. Yes.
Also to
is that criticism? Because I've got the report. I've got the report button here, mate.
I like the fact
I think we've all.
I think we need to be kept on the straight and narrow. Personally,
imagine if we reported all of that.
I do love Born to Roll, my man. I do love Born to Roll by Master Race. I do. Sitting on Chrome might be 95 though, but I do think Jack B. Nimble is better. So Master Race is coming on there. I think. But anyway, that's for another time. So I've done my two. We've all done our twos. Well, hey, we made
it's
it.
2 minutes to 9.
Basically, I think Cam's selection, I think that as a tune, firstly, it needs a fucking TED talk to explain what it is. And
not if you've heard
secondly, once the aliens have heard the playlist that we're sorting out, then they can move on to tunes like that.
No. But
you failed at the homework. You failed at the task.
Homework. I would argue that track.
It's getting voted off. It's getting voted off down the line.
If you're voted funk by the Coup off this, you're getting voted off the pod, my man. There's no way that's not on 100.
You've used playlist. My man a lot tonight. You've gone really jazz.
Over DJ Quick.
Jazz cigarettes.
DJ Quick, dollars and cents.
Yes, that's
KRS-One.
95.
MCs that like
that's 95.
MCs that like they don't know.
That's 95.
Dr. Dre, keep the heads ringing. All right, let's go with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking 99 Problems is better than that. What else is there?
No, but you've got 21 cuts. And remember, we're not having 7 exhibit cuts. We're going to get to this point. Let's fill the list.
We haven't got 7 exhibit cuts.
We did.
Got 4.
4 now. Okay.
I'll have a look at it.
I was even going to go Madcap. I was going to go because I was going to go. We need more shouty choruses, but then I didn't bother with that one in the end. But yeah, Madcap, Dopest Verse is a fucking great track. That was another one that I was going to put on there. I'm not going. I said to you, I'm going left field. I would like to hear arguments how they get kicked off later, but right now, I think we've done it quite well. I'm going to jump back into the comments before we go. Underrated album from '98. Onyx has shut them down. Nick, okay. Onyx love is love. I'm enjoying this. And Can Be Blowin. You're right, Osman.
He really has been.
I have been blowing. You can't just, if you've not heard, this is the thing. I don't think Ray's heard the song yet. So he's making a judgment on something he's not heard yet, which is the epitome of no.
I do appreciate
no, I don't want that. Yeah.
I appreciate that you tried to show the aliens something new.
Yeah, we're talking about 100 tracks that
we're going to fill it up, and then we get to this argument, Ray. Surely
the brief isn't just I like this song and everyone likes it better.
I made arguments for mine. You went Bucktown.
I just like it. It's good.
It's good.
It's a good track.
Yeah, but why?
I didn't even say that. I didn't even say that.
I thought your choice was Bucktown, was it not?
Too late now, isn't it?
Okay.
Too late.
No, it is too late. It is too late. Do you know what?
I am
first 808
Jordan
chamber.
Peterson level debate.
Ray, James, do you want to do it? I know people do enjoy the Jordan Peterson impression.
I want to know from all the people in the chat whether they like Jordan Peterson. Whether they've all got nice tidy beds.
Let's not call people up. Let's not call people out on this situation. I don't need that in my life.
I've got the ban hammer. I'm going to get going with the ban hammer.
People, I want to... Oh, mate, Osman, every time I look up, there's just another gold piece of comment. I meant can be blowing. It just works. It just works. And this is what Ray loved. I know Ray gets into it as well. But look, 808th Chamber, the first one we've done, hopefully we do these once a month. I hope that people enjoyed this. I really enjoyed it. I know we could be a bit stricter on the things as we go. I think this kind of works. So the next month we'll do another one. Iron Man is coming. We're going to do some more Dilla, more Doom, them extra episodes. Hope you guys are all enjoying those as well. And keep hitting us up on the mailbag, man. Then we can keep talking about this stuff as well. And yeah, guys, anything... No, well, let's just do the last great piece of music you heard. Should we do that before we log off? People, can you... Toby wants a recap of the 6. Ray, this is good for you then. You can write these down in the list. We've got... James has got... I can't believe you got away with this. Montell Jordan's... This is how we do it. And
yeah, he knows it's going to get voted off later.
Tupac's I Get Around, right?
Mine
is I Be Blowin and by De La Soul and Funk by the Coup. Ray, yours are...
They're both getting voted off.
But Ray, what are yours again?
93 to Infinity.
Bang, classic. And Bucktown.
Smif-N-Wessun.
Yeah, but that was
Bucktown. Right.
I'm not even going
No, we've ended now. We're going to get more of this. Hopefully,
we're
going to get more things. But 93 to Infinity doesn't need that much. I mean, jazz element to it is... Anyway, those are our 6, my man. So, I said my man again. Just do another bingo card for this one. If I keep saying my man, bang. Or my friend is another one I like to say. But yes, the last great piece of music you heard... Ray, last great piece of music you heard? Funk by the Coup. Go on.
So obviously I was doing this whole no, not that shit. Went through.
Don't be doing it.
I was going through obviously the track that the years for this and revisited Leaders of the New School. What's next?
Mm-hmm.
What's the rhymes on the first verse on that one? Obviously it's all across that, but it's just. There's something about when you listen to that era Busta Rhymes, it's something.
He was good.
It's strange. It's like it's not strained. It's like effortlessly. You can hear that he's got so much more energy, but I can't explain it. You just got that. That was like because I was skipping through a lot of stuff here, being like, oh, I could bring this. Oh, I could bring that. Oh, I could bring that, and then just. That that's the one track that I kept going back to and just skipping back to Busta's verse again. Like,
yeah, okay,
just incredible.
I'm loving that.
What's next?
The patrons are speaking here. Aaron, last great piece of music, Masterpiece by Salt. Man, you are touching all the right buttons when you say Salt. I love that. Nick, last great piece of music, Days with Dr. Yenlo. You are bringing Car to the table. And I think, who's the production on that? I can't remember who the production is. But, big. I'm enjoying that as well. James, last great piece of music you heard?
Have you heard any Juliana Barwick music?
I have. And I enjoy it.
In Spirit by Juliana Barwick. Love that tune. Nice. Not hip-hop whatsoever. Sorry, but...
No. I just reported that Car comment as well. Reported. Next.
I can't fucking wait to do a Car series. I'm doing one. With or without any of you, I'm doing it.
It's a good idea. They're a really miserable series.
People just sit around in misery. Yeah, brilliant.
Well, life is.
I love Car, but like having to listen to like 6 albums in a row.
Does anybody need that? I don't know. I don't know if anybody needs 6.
No. Does anyone need 6 tracks in a row?
Osman, last great piece of music. Plugs I Met 2 overall featuring Chinks. Plugs I Met 2, it got a bit of love on the mid-year album review, and I'm glad it did. Harry Fraud is exactly not that. He is not a fraud. He is a legend. So there you go. So my last great piece of music. I listened to Maxo Cream's new album this afternoon, and I think there's a track on there called Cripstian, which I really enjoyed, and I loved his last album. So Maxo Cream, I'm a big fan. So that was mine. So before we go, Toby Nicholson, Czarface with Doom was the last piece I absolutely loved. And yeah, that needs a bit more love as well. I'm absolutely with you.
Stop reading their comments. They won't.
I want to just get the last one in.
Now.
I want to get the last one in. But
no, there's more. There's another one in. No, it'll never end. We'll be here forever.
No,
did Jambo say his?
Jambo did say his, yes. Julian Barwick. So yeah, a good choice. Great choice.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. People, patrons, 808 Chamber, closed for the day. Back open next month. I hope we have more people. I'm glad we got this many involved. Thank you so much. And
hope for more.
I know I can't hope for any more, can I? But I enjoyed the fact that everyone was.
Let's be honest, the best people didn't show up.
That's out of order. I think they did. But yes, people get in the comments. Hopefully we keep this community going and, get it growing. And yeah, we should catch you on the next one. And just hit us up on Insta or Twitter or whatever if you want any more feedback on this one. And this will be going on the main feed soon. So yeah, big yourselves up.
Thanks, guys.
Wicked. Peace.
Yeah, big up.
Peace. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.
Take it easy. See you later.